When it comes to Andrew Tate, people immediately think of Bugatti, Ferrari, or McLaren, million-dollar supercars that are tied to the image of a controversial man who lives by no rules. But if you think Andrew Tate's garage is filled only with flashy masterpieces, insane speeds, and sky-high price tags, then you're completely wrong. Because deep inside that $130 million collection, Tate also owns some extremely bizarre, highly unpredictable cars. Even models that few would ever expect a guy like him to even pay attention to. These are the kinds of cars that not just anyone with money can buy, but ones you must truly understand and truly have personality to dare to own. And right now, join me as we discover the strangest and most unexpected cars in Andrew Tate's garage. Number 1. Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. Among the entire fleet of supercars worth over $130 million owned by Andrew Tate, perhaps none carries the distinctly British gentleman vibe as clearly as the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. It was inspired by the car driven by Daniel Craig in No Time to Die. This luxurious coupe was custom-ordered by Tate, featuring a deep blue paint job that exudes masculinity. Even more notably, he added the license plate T8PY, a bold and personalized statement, the kind of "only I have this" style. So what about the price? Andrew Tate spent around $316,500 just to own this specific DBS Superleggera. But clearly, for someone like Tate, that amount is nothing more than pocket change. Beneath its elegant exterior lies a 5.2-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, producing a massive 715 horsepower and a peak torque of 900 Newton-meters. The DBS Superleggera can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.4 seconds. An insane stat for a grand tourer weighing over 1.7 tons. After the Romanian authorities seized a series of Tate's supercars, his DBS Superleggera remained one of the standout names, appearing front and center when images of his garage were made public. Yet the DBS Superleggera still stands as a surprising, bold, and unmistakably Andrew Tate kind of choice. Number 2. Aston Martin Valhalla. Valhalla is the very first mid-engine supercar that Aston Martin has ever produced in the company's history. Previously, this British automaker was almost religiously loyal to its traditional front-engine designs. But then, after decades of research, testing, and anticipation, they created Valhalla, a breakthrough in both engineering and prestige. Only 999 units of the Valhalla were made worldwide. And Tate? Of course, he had to have one in his garage. The price of the Valhalla is around $1.3 million. But beyond that number, what truly makes it valuable is the technology and philosophy behind its creation. A mid-mounted 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, combined with an advanced hybrid system, delivers an insane power output of up to 950 horsepower. This is also a model that was developed with direct input from the Aston Martin F1 racing team. Meaning, Valhalla isn't just made to be admired, it's built to conquer any road it touches. In fact, Aston Martin's CEO once proudly declared it the ultimate supercar for drivers. But here's the real question. While most Valhalla owners around the world treat it like a collectible, letting it sit forever in climate-controlled garages, will Andrew Tate do the same? The answer is way too easy to guess, because for Tate, cars are made to be driven, and driven to the limit. Having money is easy, but flooring a Valhalla on public roads? That's peak Andrew Tate. Number 3. BMW M5 Competition. To many people, The BMW M5 Competition is simply a luxury sedan. A four-door, spacious vehicle that looks like it's made for businessmen or elegant executives. But in reality, it's one of the most dangerous, two-faced weapons in the world of high-performance cars. Beneath that seemingly tame exterior lies a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, producing over 617 horsepower and a peak torque of 750 Newton-meters. But what excites Tate the most is the special driving mode in the M5 Competition. By default, the car runs on an all-wheel drive system, extremely stable and highly grippy. But with just the press of a button, this sedan instantly transforms into a rear-wheel drive beast, ready to shred tires and drift at any moment. Basically, this is a car you can take to a business meeting in the morning and bring to a drift track like a real street racer at night. The price of the BMW M5 Competition is also quite modest compared to the other names in Tate's collection, around $110,000. But its true value doesn't lie in the money. It lies in the rebellious spirit. Elegant when you want, but fully unhinged when you feel like it. Number 4. Mercedes B63 Brabus S63 Coupe. Most people would assume the cheapest car in Andrew Tate's collection wouldn't be anything special, but this one proves the exact opposite. And Andrew Tate? To him, the Mercedes S63 Coupe is only truly crazy once it's passed through the hands of Brabus, the famous German tuning company known for turning elegant Mercedes vehicles into full-blown beasts. Originally, this was just a luxurious, high-class coupe, equipped by Mercedes with a 5.5-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. Incredibly smooth and powerful. But once Brabus got their hands on it, everything changed. The car's horsepower was pushed to an insane level, 850 horsepower. But what's truly jaw-dropping is the peak torque, a mind-blowing 1,450 Newton-meters, a figure that surpasses many of the world's most legendary supercars. Just a slight tap on the accelerator, and this coupe, which weighs over 2 tons, launches like a rocket, going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4 seconds. What about the exterior? A full carbon fiber body kit that screams aggression, ultralight 21-inch custom wheels, a roaring Brabus exhaust system, and an overall street gangster presence every time it rolls by. The value of this Brabus build sits around $250,000, relatively cheap by Andrew Tate's garage standards. But whether it's cheap or expensive doesn't really matter, because to Tate, this Mercedes S63 Brabus looks just as wild as it sounds. Number 5. Porsche GT Street. The Porsche GT Street in Tate's garage is a beastly custom build from Tech Art, the renowned German tuning house that specializes in turning Porsche GT into full-blown street monsters. The base value of a Porsche GT Street already hits around $220,000. But after going through Tech Art's transformation, the total value of this GT Street version skyrocketed to over $316,000. So what does it offer? First, power. Tech Art boosted the car's output to 800 horsepower, even higher than many standard Lamborghini or Ferrari models. Next, the extreme aerodynamics, a full carbon fiber body kit, a massive rear wing, a muscular front bumper, and a huge rear diffuser. None of these are just for looks. They're all built to maximize speed. The interior has also been upgraded with Alcantara, carbon fiber, and a race-inspired design. Every time Tate gets behind the wheel, it feels like stepping into a machine built for battle. But the thing Tate loves most about the GT Street isn't the power nor the design. It's the practicality. Because in a garage filled with temperamental hypercars that are hard to drive and ridiculously expensive to maintain, the Porsche GT Street tech art stands out as the perfect machine. Compact, insanely fast, easy to handle, and durable. Tate has even admitted, "This is one of the most balanced and reliable cars I've ever owned." Number 6. Porsche GT4 RS. This car isn't a hypercar. It doesn't have a complex hybrid engine or a glossy carbon fiber body. What makes the GT4 RS special is the raw, adrenaline-filled driving experience it delivers. Priced at around $160,000, it's much cheaper than the heavy hitters in Tate's collection. But the engine inside, that's what makes any speed enthusiast stop and stare. The GT4 RS is powered by a naturally aspirated 4.0-liter flat-six engine, producing up to 500 horsepower. Lightweight, compact, and perfectly balanced. That's why this car can launch from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.4 seconds. Top speed? 315 kilometers per hour. Absolutely insane for a small coupe that weighs under 1.5 tons. What's special about the GT4 RS isn't about flexing. It's not made to show off. It's built for one thing only: delivering the purest, most exhilarating driving sensation possible. And for Tate, in a world filled with heavyweight hypercars, the GT4 RS is like a secret weapon he uses whenever he just wants to enjoy speed in its purest form. No strings attached, no drama, no noise. So after going through the strangest supercars in Andrew Tate's garage, you've probably realized one thing. Tate doesn't just buy cars for their price tags or brand names. What he's truly after is personality, driving experience, and that unique soul that money alone can't buy. From the elegant Aston Martin DBS, the ultra-advanced Valhalla, the subtly dangerous BMW M5, to the compact yet pure Porsche GT4 RS, all of them show that Andrew Tate isn't just someone willing to spend big on cars, he's someone who's truly willing to live big. And what about you? Which car from today's list impressed you the most? Don't hesitate. Drop a comment down below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our epic stories from the world of supercars. See you next time.